Welcome back to the video, guys. Hope you guys are doing good. This video is going to be composed of a few things that I'm going to be doing during this week. Later this week I have a trip to Tahoe and I'm probably going to put it in this video as well. So stay tuned for that. But for now, I am going to use this vinyl wrap and try to learn how to wrap my R6. No, I'm not gonna wrap the entire car, but there are a few pieces of trim around the R6. I know this is a Mustang, but this is for example. There's a few pieces of trim like this around the window that are bad, and instead of spending hundreds of dollars in finding those parts, you guys already know how expensive it gets. Perfect condition trims around the window, it is expensive.
A few inches later.
Just like that, the R6 is inside the garage, but the window trim I was talking about was this piece right here that goes along to the mirror. Both of my sides are actually bad, which is kind of embarrassing, but I tried my hardest to like take as much off so it doesn't look like that, but it still looks horrible because then everything else is black. Okay, one thing that you can clearly see is that there are still a few pieces on the bottom and it goes around all the way to there. Alright, before I start doing that, I am very curious to see if the new wheels fit in the rear two tires. I don't know if you guys watched my previous video, but I have bought new wheels for this car and the gram lights. Unfortunately, the tires are way too meaty. That's what she said! For me to even drive on them. But since the rear end looks like it has a little camber towards it, I'm pretty sure the 255s will be able to tuck in. Look how meatier these tires are compared to this skinny little thing. Since this car has been cambered ever since I've had it, I never noticed that my outer tire part is all faded, which is super dangerous for me to even drive on. So either I have to get these fixed, either I pray that these actually fit in my car even with the camber. Jeez, they look so good. And good news is that these tires and wheels actually fit perfectly in the rear end. If you guys can notice, there's a little bit of peeping out from the tire, but I feel like it's perfectly okay. Like if you guys look at it in this angle, we're good. From the back, oh yeah, that fucking camber with that fitment is perfect. Okay, this actually got me pretty excited because the rear end has about -2 degrees of camber. It's fitting perfectly on them. One concerning part with this is that it is about to rub nearly on this. There's about 2 millimeters of space left, and I kind of feel like if I was to go on a bump or something, they're definitely gonna rub and hit that part. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm probably gonna have to hammer this up and just make sure that this doesn't get in the way. I'm gonna lower the back end of the car. I feel like it's sitting perfectly, especially if I do take this car to a track. I don't want it to be slammed on the ground. I think this is like a perfect ride height for the coilovers, but for the front, I feel like this is a bit too high. Once I do put on the 235 tires in the front, I will lower this coilovers to fit the ride height to match the rear end. Oh my god. God damn, can you guys can see that? That looks so good, bro. Alright, yeah, it's the next day, and yesterday I got a little bit busy, but now we're back. And first thing what we're gonna do is take off this piece. So the way we're gonna remove this piece will be, I'm gonna reach in from there and we're gonna pull up. This has a few clips that's holding it together. It's just the first clip is the hardest to get because you're gonna try to take it off. The car looks very naked without that trim piece, but the car is very dirty. So before I put that piece on, I'm gonna have to clean this. I was also able to take the other side off as well, which is also dirty. I'm not surprised, but I have laid them down on the ground because I changed my mind. Instead of wrapping them, I'm just gonna paint them. I do have black paint that was in my garage. I think paint will look a lot better and will stick on top of that window trim. So now we're pretty much gonna clean it up with some wipes and we're gonna start painting. I'm gonna let it dry now. Do the other one. So we're gonna try to do 2 coats. After 1 coat, we'll let it dry for about 30 to 1 hour, and then after we'll do the 2nd coat. Okay, there we go. We have both of them sprayed. We're just gonna wait until they dry up and then I'll do my 2nd coat. I'm not an expert in paint, but I have painted a few things before, like wheels, few fenders and stuff. The basic knowledge I do know is that for the 1st coat, it's always supposed to be light. On the 2nd coat, you can go over it and pretty much just cover all the gaps that you missed. Alright, so it's been about an hour and I'm pretty sure these are dried up. So I'm gonna basically do the 2nd coat and just go over like the imperfections and make sure the paint is perfect. We are done with the 2nd coat and I think it came out really good. If you guys look at it, I'm gonna leave these 2 pieces here overnight and I'm probably gonna wait until it fully dries up. At least leave it for about 12 to 24 hours. Alright, boys and girls, we are back and it's been about 20 to 23 hours since I've painted these, and now I'm probably gonna put them on, and yes, they do appear dry as well. So
meanwhile,
alright, and just like that, they are installed again, and let me tell you guys, they came out really good. And on this side, I don't know if you guys can tell, but they literally look OEM. Actually very proud of the way these came out, and I think I saved myself like a few $100s just by painting this. Not to forget, they were pretty easy to do, and you guys can do it yourself as well. And even with a bit more light, the paint came out sick. There doesn't seem any imperfections besides the beginning right here, but I'm pretty sure not a lot of people will be able to notice that there's a change in gradient. Okay, in the next section of video, we're gonna get into the huge caravan I went to Lake Tahoe. And I do have a few trips planned for the RSX in a few months, and I'm pretty excited for that. Yeah. Early. Alright, we're at the first meet now. And yeah, the weather's gonna probably rain soon, but we're doing pretty good. Nice and VIP shit.
So it's a first, it wasn't freaking, I thought it was a chaser, but they're basically like the same thing.
Basically the same thing.
The last one.
Oh yeah?
I had to stop.
Thanks. Diablo. I gotta go. I'm kind of tired now, but hopefully we're gonna go to the Airbnb and go relax. I need to take a nap. Got a little 2 beds right here. Got a little AC heater right here. Nice. Little bathroom tour. Oh shit, the bathroom's pretty big. Got a place of shit, you know. Got a little mirror. End of day 2.
End of day 2.
And it's raining outside, so trapped inside.
Cats and dogs.
Yep, we're waiting for the next meet, hopefully in the next hour, and yeah.
Oh fuck. Close enough.
There you go.